What is the future direction for America? Law and order, or a slow slide toward lawlessness? That may seem like a bit of an exaggeration between the conservative and liberal visions for the nation, but the left and right seem to be increasingly split along these lines. It used to be a bipartisan view that America's immigration laws needed to be enforced and the border needed to be secure. Even liberal presidents such as Bill Clinton and Barack Obama proudly touted their immigration enforcement plans during various speeches. But now the left seems to be proud of a very different message. Take Cynthia Nixon, for example, the Democrat and New York gubernatorial candidate who is most famous for playing a fictional character on Sex and the City recently went so far as to call Immigration and Customs Enforcement, the agency tasked with enforcing many federal laws, a terrorist organization. Yes, a liberal candidate who wants to represent New Yorkers who watched the Twin Towers fall openly believes that American law enforcement officers are terrorists. Welcome to leftism in 2018. What ICE has turned into, frankly, is a terrorist organization of its own that is terrorizing people who are coming to this country, Nixon declared in late June, according to NY1. If you think that rhetoric is patently absurd, you're not alone. Vice President Mike Pence blasted Nixon's asinine comment on the same day that he met with ICE officials at the agency's headquarters. The calls to abolish ICE are not just outrageous, they're irresponsible, Pence posted to Twitter on Friday. Abolishing ICE would mean more illegal immigration, more violent crime, more vicious gangs, more drugs, and more human trafficking. He backed that stance with strong statistics. In 2017 ICE made 4,818 gang arrests, 796 were MS-13, and just last week busted a child sex trafficking ring. Yet top demons like Cynthia Nixon call our ICE agents terrorists. Despicable, he wrote. The fact-based rebuttal didn't end there. Last year ICE agents rescued 518 human trafficking victims and 904 children subjected to exploitation. Yet top demons like Cynthia Nixon call ICE agents terrorists. What a disgrace, Pence continued. Incredibly, Nixon refused to back away from calling American law enforcement officers terrorists, but actually doubled down on the divisive statement. I can think of no better description than to call ICE a terrorist organization, and I will wear any criticism from Mike Pence as a badge of honor, she posted from her official Twitter account on Friday afternoon. Only time will tell if her far-left and frankly extreme views will resonate with New York voters, but there are signs that she may be in for a shock. According to a new Harvard-Harris survey conducted by former Clinton strategist and pollster Mark Penn, 70% of Americans and a majority of both parties believe we ought to have stricter immigration laws, Conservative Tribune reported last week. 64% believe that people who make it across our border illegally ought to be sent home, as we also reported based on the Harvard-Harris study. In other words, Nixon and others with extremist anti-law enforcement views may find themselves increasingly alone. And Pence's words may resonate with the American people far more than Nixon understands.